Team Pineapple, Team Pineapple. Yes. Welcome to Pineapple TV. Pineapple TV. Yes. This is live. Let's go together. And we just upgraded the vehicle. Borrowing it from a dear friend of ours. Liza. Thank you. And this thing is brought to you by M&M's. Not really, but
it's just cool to say.
Make us feel like we're big time. Sponsorship deals, free M&M's, That way we can tell people
free
so we can brag about it, even though we don't. But since there's no description or whatnot, we got a little...
It'll be added
after. But a happy every day. Happy every day. We got right here to my right, the Quick Queen for the win. The LP. And... Oh, shit, we're running the red light.
No, we're not. It's yellow.
All right, here we made it.
So dangerous, Living life on the edge all the time.
And so today, the topic is...
Driving so crazy, I'm like, whoa.
The topic today, because a lot of us are not a lot of us, but Sunday is a day of reflection for many, because it's the day where everybody goes to church, and since we're reflecting, Quinn was with her mom earlier, and unfortunately for a lot of people, family, would you agree, is a point of friction. It's not always smooth sailing, smooth roads. So we're gonna ask Quick Quinn, the expert with mother-daughter relationships.
Right. I'm so
How did you create the good relationship and good communication that you have with your mother?
I had to work on
Show yourself.
Myself. That kind of relationship with myself first and foremost. For a while, you guys.
So I'm curious, because a lot of people, they say, yo, work on yourself.
Right.
Work on yourself.
Right.
Hey, how do you do this? Work for yourself.
Yeah.
How do you do that? Work on yourself. Okay, well, where did you start?
Well, I started with my own pains. I started with my own personal practices of self-love.
Okay. So
like
let's
journaling, meditating, being kind, rewiring how I talk to myself. So, see, there's a lot of awareness, reflection, and healthy outlets. A lot of that. A lot of that. It was like an everyday practice.
So how did you start the practice? Where did you figure out how to journal? Where did you get that journaling from?
So I started journaling and blogging years ago when I was in pain. And then I stopped for a while, and then someone suggested a list of things that I can do to add more positive flow in my life. Because I was healing from a breakup, I saw an idea, and so that's how I started journaling again. So someone else brought it up to my awareness with a gratitude journal. So that's where I started. I started writing things I was grateful for in the journal every day, and then I journaled about it, kind of like what you're suggesting to your lovely followers here, to journal and then express it out loud.
Right?
That's what I was doing. That's what I was doing.
People were always like, oh, what do I journal about? Just journal your feelings. That's simple. You're feeling a certain way. You hate somebody. You miss somebody. You love them. You can't stand work. Whatever it may be, just write it out.
Yeah, give it a place to live.
Exactly.
Or to be free.
Exactly. Give it some life.
Yeah.
Give it some life.
No. So that's where I started.
So you start
these healthy outlets for myself to heal from my own pains, from my own things that I was going through.
All right.
And yeah.
And that's the thing. So you help yourself grow. You did the self-love. You practice your self-love.
Right.
Your mom was still annoying. So how did you work on that?
Well, people always say people start changing or adjusting things when there's like a rock bottom, right?
Right. Because think about it. Do parents change?
No.
Hell no.
You actually...
They may actually get worse. Right? Because the older you get, the more bitter you get.
Right. If you're not in the healing journey, right?
Exactly.
Because then where are all your pains going?
Exactly.
It's just like getting more overwhelming. And so that's why most of the bitterness comes off.
Exactly.
You have no more space for anything. You're just annoyed. You're annoyed. You're easily triggered. You're
Absolutely. And
Yeah.
that's what happens because parents, normally, I'm not saying your mom does,
Yeah.
but they normally keep getting worse.
Yeah.
Because they're looking at it like, you don't know shit. You don't know anything. Why do you keep coming to me for help? Why do you keep on not listening?
Yeah.
So how did you navigate that?
Yeah.
You know, how did you get around from them always attacking you like, hey, you don't listen. Hey, you're not good enough. Hey, you know that person you're dating is shit. Hey, you know you could do a better job at your job. Hey, you
Do
can make
this,
more money.
do that,
Yeah.
right? Like, listen
How
to me. Yeah.
did you create a good relationship with the devil?
With the devil. Let's not call our parents the devil.
Okay.
You went a little bit far.
Yeah, we went a little
Yeah,
far.
a little farther than that. Okay,
So
but worst case scenario. I mean, anyways, okay. So me and my mom hit this really bad place or bad conversation where we actually blew up on each other.
Ooh, so it was yelling back and forth, right?
Yeah, like my mom said something that triggered
Two
me,
cats.
and then I got triggered, so I said something back, and then boom, a bomb exploded. You know, like it was like the worst conversation or experience that I ever had with my mom, and I've never seen her get that angry. So you know, when that happens, it's like, ooh, okay.
Right?
So I knew
she's
something.
the queen, you're the princess.
So when that happened, I asked you, I said, you know what? I don't want to do this anymore with my mom. Like, as I was on my own journey, I realized that what I was looking for was peace.
Uh-huh.
So...
Why do you keep adjusting? Just leave it at one.
I know, but it keeps on moving. It keeps on moving.
All right, keep going.
Yeah. So I, actually I went to you about this.
Oh.
And you asked me questions. Well, how long has your mom been the way that she is? And I said, since I can remember. Since remember. And then you asked me, well, what's the likelihood of her ever changing? And I said, very low. And then you asked me something about me, like, so would you say you're the aware one? Or, what's the likelihood of your mom going on a growth journey, like, to where you are? But anyway, long story short.
That sounds like me.
Yeah, and then you said, well, who has to be the one to adjust then? And then I was like, oh, it's me.
There you go.
And then that really hit me. So the more that I started accepting myself, I actually had some more space to think about my mom and understanding her more. Like with parents, they are doing the best that they can. They know that they're older. They know that they're not going to be around for much longer. So they're doing the best that they can, that they believe that they should be doing with their kids.
Yeah.
But see, so with that realization, right, the more gratitude that you have for them.
Could you touch that thing one more time?
It keeps on moving.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. Keep going.
Really? Okay. I joke with my mom, but the first thing that I practiced with her was basically not talking back. Just shutting up. Because if I open my mouth and I'm trying to disagree with her, that means I'm trying to be right. And to accept my mom, it means to let her say whatever she wants to say. So that's the first area, no matter how hard it is. But you have to go in there knowing that, like, okay, this is how my mom will always be. How do I choose to accept her right now? Right now. Is it by talking back? No. Is it by arguing with her? No. And I would just respond with, okay, thank you. I know that's really hard. That's really, really hard.
Hella hard.
That's why you must work on yourself to have some self-love. Because that's going to create space for you to accept others.
Exactly.
The energy and the patience, you need to have room for that. Like, as your mom is talking, right, you're probably already getting triggered. So if you don't have any space in there, that's why you fire back. But if you have space, you can not quickly, but like you can start to process those other thoughts. Like, okay, here's my mom. She's saying these things because she cares. She doesn't know any other ways to express this to me right now. This is the best way that they're talking to me right now. So that changed everything. Just practicing that part right there, it started to like improve over time.
Because you slowly practice it, right?
Yes.
you realize that if the relationship was going to change, would you say you had to be the bigger person?
Yes, I had to change and adjust the way that I talk to her. Because if I can't continue to respond back the same, it's going to be like the same old thing all the time.
Exactly.
Yeah, all the time.
Same strategy.
My mom's not going to change.
Result.
She's going to stay the way that she is. And so do I choose to stay the same? Be the way that I am? Somebody needs to take charge here.
Exactly.
Right?
Somebody needs to be better.
Yeah, somebody needs to be better. Somebody, the person with the awareness gets to, do something about it.
So if there's anything you take from this video, it would be, if you value a relationship, value any relationship that you have in your life currently right now, it's highly unlikely the other person is going to change.
Yeah.
It's going to change. If it's going to get better, would you say it comes down to you?
Yes.
It really comes down to you.
Yes.
And that's only if you value the relationship and you don't want to lose that person or individual.
Yes.
Yep.
Yep.
If anything's going to change or anything's going to adjust, it's going to come down to you.
Yeah.
I know Quinn was talking a lot. I know she was talking a lot. And she, was getting a little over here and over there.
Was it?
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, come on. You guys want the details, right? Because it's a hard thing.
Exactly.
It's a hard thing. Shit, man.
But we have to be the ones to be better. We have to be the ones who create the space within ourselves to be able to hold more space for their fire when it comes. Because they got no space, and all they have is what they know and what works. And they have no insight into how to make anything better. So it comes down to you. Just like a lot of things in life, it comes down to you. And when it comes down to people that you do not want to lose, you have to be the better one. You have to be the better one. And one way to do that, we're going to do it right now. First one, express. Express. Take everything that you're experiencing and journal it. Journal it. Journal it so you can get those feelings out, because you don't want the feelings to be inside of you, poisoning that good spirit that you have, right? Second, what would it be?
To express it out loud.
Just like this.
Express it out loud like this on a video.
Creating the video.
Creating the video, and it could be private.
Exactly. You don't have to
share.
post it. You don't have to go live. You just have to watch it after you made it, so you can minimize that criticism that you have for yourself. Because one thing that we're masters at, we criticize ourselves. So that is another practice that when you make the video, it would be great practice as to saying, you know what? That's it. Just do one take, and that's it. Don't try to perfect it. That is it. And that will eventually become a practice where you're like, you know what? The first one was good. First one was good. That is good enough. Not 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 20 takes just to do one video. No. One and done. One and done. So it helps us get over the perfection syndrome that so many of us have.
Yes, that's the magic right there. Ooh.
And then the last thing, share it with somebody that you care about. Share it with somebody you know. Share it and hear them about what they have to say as well. And above all, stay magical. Mwah.